Against the night, the house is a dark silhouette, promising secrets within. Soft light spills from the windows, painting the darkness with warmth. The house stands as a beacon of safety against the inky sky. Shadows dance in the night, whispering tales of life within the walls. The house exudes quiet invitation, a haven in the vast darkness. A warm glow fills the dimly lit kitchen, casting long shadows that dance with the quiet promise of the night. On the counter, a freshly baked loaf of bread, its crust golden brown, sits in silent invitation. Delicate tendrils of steam rise from the bread, carrying the comforting scent of warmth and home. The air is thick with anticipation, a silent promise of nourishment and solace in the stillness. Shadows deepen, creating an intimate haven, a sanctuary where simple comforts reign supreme. The kitchen breathes with a quiet energy, a space where memories are made and shared in peaceful moments. The kitchen is quiet, save for the soft glow of morning light. A loaf of bread sits on the counter, still radiating warmth. Steam rises gently, carrying the scent of fresh baking. The crust gleams, a testament to recent creation. Each slice promises comfort and simple pleasure. Awaiting the first bite of the day, in the silent kitchen, a hand emerges. Fingers grasp at a loaf of bread. A piece is torn off, the sound echoing. The motion is slow, almost ceremonial. Each action deliberate, heavy with intent. The bread yields a silent offering. In a quiet kitchen, a hand reaches for a slice of bread, the mundane act imbued with a strange reverence. The bread is lifted, a simple offering in the stark silence, as if it holds the key to untold stories. Each chew is slow, deliberate, a moment stretched into an eternity of contemplation. The simple act of eating transforms into a ritual, a silent communion with the self. In the quiet kitchen, the taste of bread becomes a profound, almost spiritual experience. Soft light fills a cozy living room, inviting and still in the quiet of the evening. A plush couch promises comfort, its cushions perfectly arranged in the gentle light. A neatly folded blanket rests on the armrest, adding a touch of warmth to the serene scene. The room breathes a silent invitation, awaiting the moments and stories it will hold. Shadows dance softly, hinting at secrets and memories within the welcoming space. The camera begins its slow, deliberate journey across the room. An invisible force beckons, drawing the viewer closer to the worn couch. Shadows deepen, hinting at untold stories within the room's quiet stillness. The couch awaits, a silent stage for dramas yet to unfold. Each thread tells a story, each cushion holds a memory. The camera lingers, capturing the essence of anticipation. A worn blanket lies still in the dim light, its soft fabric hinting at countless untold stories. Each thread whispers of comfort, each crease a silent testament to shared moments and lingering memories. The blanket bears the gentle imprint of a life lived. It is a silent witness to secrets whispered in the dark. It is a symbol of warmth, resilience, and enduring love. The fabric breathes softly as time stands still. In a dimly lit living room, an unseen hand emerges, reaching out towards a neatly folded blanket. The hand hesitates for a moment, as if contemplating the softness of the fabric. With a deliberate motion, the blanket begins to unfold, revealing its hidden depth. The fabric billows gently, creating a soft, comforting wave that fills the room. The blanket settles, its warmth promising solace and tranquility in the quiet space. A blanket lies draped across the living room couch. It forms a nest of haphazard comfort. The inviting space beckons with soft, muted light. A silent promise of warmth fills the room. A solitary figure emerges into the warm light of the living room. They sink into the plush cushions of the couch, a sigh escaping their lips. The soft blanket is pulled around them, a shield against the world. Shadows dance in the corners of the room. The figure seems to melt into the comforting embrace of the couch. A moment of quiet respite in a bustling world. In the quiet living room, a solitary figure settles, their form gradually sinking into the soft embrace of the cushions. The room is dimly lit, shadows playing across the walls, enhancing the feeling of relaxation. A serene stillness fills the air as the figure finds solace in the quietude of the room. The gentle sigh of contentment escapes the figure as they find comfort in the simplicity of the moment. An atmosphere of calm pervades, enveloping the figure in a cocoon of peace. The camera intensely focuses on a face, a canvas of serene calm. Eyes are shut, sealed off from the world, a portrait of inner peace. The gentle curve of the lips suggests a smile, a secret joy held within. Each breath is slow, measured, a rhythm of tranquility, a moment of perfect stillness. A face at rest in a chaotic world. The camera glides across the room, each object bathed in the lamp's soft glow. A modern lamp stands tall, casting a warm, inviting light. A towering bookshelf stretches upwards, filled with countless untold stories. The spines hint at adventures and mysteries, a silent testament to the power of words. A framed photograph captures a precious moment, frozen in time on a side table. The living room is steeped in silence, thick and heavy, disturbed only by the rhythmic ticking of an unseen clock. Each tick is a soft pulse in the air, a constant reminder of time's unwavering march. The clock's ticking echoes, filling the room with anticipation. The silence stretches, amplifying the subtle sounds, each tick a stark punctuation in the stillness. The room holds its breath, suspended in the delicate balance between silence and the steady rhythm of time. The camera lingers, focusing intently on an antique clock, its presence dominating the otherwise still living room. Each tick of the clock echoes loudly in the silence, amplifying the room's emptiness and the weight of time. The second hand sweeps relentlessly, a constant reminder of moments slipping away, unseen and unrecoverable. Dust motes dance in the faint light, each one a tiny universe swirling around the clock's solemn face. The slow, deliberate movement of the hands underscores the unbearable tension, time stretching into eternity. The living room glows warmly under the lamplight, filled with a comforting sense of intimacy. Shadows dance softly, accentuating the textures of the familiar space. Every corner whispers stories of quiet evenings and shared moments. The gentle light evokes a feeling of peace and belonging within the room. A sanctuary of calm, the living room invites one to relax and unwind. In the dim light, a figure rests on the couch, their form still and shadowed. A slow, deliberate breath fills the room, the rise and fall of their chest barely perceptible. The air hangs heavy with unspoken thoughts. Each inhale is a silent question. Each exhale, a soft release into the quiet. The figure remains, suspended in the delicate balance of breath and stillness. Silence blankets the living room, amplifying the rhythmic ticking of the clock, a stark counterpoint to the gentle breathing. The clock's ticking echoes, each second a heavy beat in the stillness of the room. Soft breaths fill the quiet space, the only sign of life in the tranquil room. The scene is a study in quietude, where the subtle sounds of life and time create an intimate atmosphere. The figure rests peacefully on the couch, bathed in soft light. A serene expression graces their face, a mask of utter relaxation. Stillness permeates the room as they remain undisturbed. Every breath is gentle, every muscle at ease. Time seems to slow, suspended in the quietude of the moment. The room holds its breath, mirroring the figure's tranquil repose. The scene unfolds again, a subtle shift in the familiar. A gentle hand smooths the blanket, each movement deliberate and soft. A sigh escapes, filled with a contentment that seems almost too perfect. The air is thick with unspoken emotions, a silent story unfolding. The room holds its breath, waiting for the next alteration in the replay. The living room is bathed in a warm, inviting light, casting long shadows that dance along the walls. The lamp's glow softens, creating a cozy atmosphere that wraps around everything like a gentle embrace. The light diffuses, blurring the edges of objects and softening the harshness of the room. An ethereal quality descends, as if the room is slowly fading into a dream. In the living room, the silence is heavy, broken only by the rhythmic ticking of an old clock. Each tick of the clock echoes, amplifying the stillness, a constant reminder of time's relentless march. The clock's ticking grows louder, a stark, piercing sound that dominates the room. The monotonous ticking fills the void, turning the present moment into an eternity. The clock's rhythmic pulse underscores the quiet tension, each tick a beat in a silent drama. The ticking clock, a metronome of anxiety, measures the heavy, unspoken emotions in the room. Stillness hangs heavy in the room as the figure lies motionless, holding their breath. A shallow breath escapes, barely disturbing the silence. The figure breathes again, the sound a little stronger, a little deeper. The breath is deeper this time, more relaxed, signaling a subtle shift. The living room breathes softly, a haven of stillness against the world's relentless noise. Sunlight dapples through sheer curtains, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air. Shadows stretch and yawn, undisturbed by the passage of time. Silence reigns, broken only by the distant echo of life outside its walls. A hand lies still on the couch, every muscle relaxed, devoid of tension. The quiet stillness hangs heavy in the air, an unsettling calm. No movement, no pulse, just an unnerving tranquility. The hand remains motionless, a study in absolute stillness. A moment suspended, holding breath in the face of the unknown. In the living room, the scene replays, each iteration subtly altered, a loop of slight adjustments in a familiar space. I shift my weight, a silent search for a more agreeable posture, a fleeting moment of personal comfort. Light and shadow dance, weaving across the room, transforming the familiar into a canvas of constant renewal. The nuances shift imperceptibly imperceptibly, creating an illusion of change within the unchanging. The living room breathes, a stage for the subtle drama of existence. In the living room, a figure seeks refuge, pulling a blanket tighter, a silent embrace against the world. The soft fabric billows, enveloping them in a cocoon of warmth, a sanctuary from unseen anxieties. Shadows dance around the room, highlighting the gentle folds of the blanket, a world of solace. A silent moment unfolds, the blanket a shield, a comfort in the quiet solitude of the living room. Wrapped in the familiar embrace, the figure finds temporary peace, a fortress built of soft threads. Soft lamplight fills the living room, casting gentle shadows that dance and sway across the walls. The light flickers, a subtle unease disrupting the calm, quiet stillness of the room. Shadows lengthen, stretching and distorting familiar shapes into eerie silhouettes. The room breathes with secrets, the dancing shadows hinting at stories untold. The room is silent, save for the rhythmic ticking of a clock, a constant measure of passing time. As moments stretch, the ticking fades, almost imperceptible against the quiet backdrop. The ticking clock emphasizes the stillness of the living room, time passing. The silence grows, only the clock's ticking reminds us time is still moving forward. The clock's presence is a subtle reminder of the relentless passage of time. The room is still, save for the slow, deep breaths that fill it. A figure lies motionless, their chest rising and falling in a rhythmic, almost hypnotic pattern. Each inhale and exhale seems to carry a weight of untold stories, the only sign of life in an otherwise silent tableau. The living room glows softly, a warm refuge against the dark expanse of the night. Outside, shadows dance and whisper, but within, the house stands firm, a comforting cocoon, a haven of peace, shielding its occupant from the unforgiving world. The silence within is a stark contrast to the unknown lurking beyond the walls. Every corner whispers stories of warmth, safety, and quiet resilience. A sanctuary where the occupant can find solace from the night's embrace. The living room fades into sharp focus, drawing the eye toward a central figure bathed in soft, ambient light. A slow zoom begins, each moment heightening anticipation as the camera advances with careful intent. Features sharpen, revealing a face of profound calm, an oasis of serenity amidst a restless world. A beatific expression blossoms, hinting at inner peace. A story etched gently onto the lines of their face. Quietude radiates outward, filling the room with an unspoken sense of tranquility and acceptance. The cozy living room begins its slow fade, edges blurring like a dream slipping away. Colors soften, light dims, as if the room itself is sighing into twilight. Familiar shapes lose definition, dissolving into a painterly wash of shadows. A whisper of memory remains as the scene gently surrenders to darkness. The room's essence lingers briefly, a ghost of warmth in the fading light. Complete darkness descends, leaving only the echo of what was. The living room succumbs to shadows as the lamp's light dwindles. Darkness creeps in, swallowing the edges of the room. Familiar shapes become indistinct in the encroaching gloom. A sense of mystery and unease fills the near darkness. The room is now a canvas of deep, enveloping shadow. The rhythmic ticking of the clock abruptly stops, its hands frozen in time, leaving an unsettling stillness in the room. A profound silence descends, amplifying the feeling of suspense and anticipation. The sudden absence of sound heightens the senses, making every detail in the room seem sharper and more significant. An eerie quiet hangs in the air, hinting at an unseen change, a moment suspended between what was and what will be. The room is silent, save for the sound of shallow breaths. Each inhale is a struggle, each exhale a surrender. The figure's chest barely rises and falls. Life slowly ebbs away, a quiet departure. The room watches, holding its breath in anticipation. The living room is bathed in pre-dawn stillness, a quiet anticipation hanging in the air as the house awaits the dawn. Shadows stretch long and silent, hinting at the stories held within the wall. Dust motes dance in the faint light, a silent ballet of patience and expectation. A sense of calm pervades, a world holding its breath before the day begins. Darkness creeps into the living room, shadows stretching long and distorted across the familiar space. The figure stands motionless, a silhouette against the faint light filtering through the curtains. Features fade into obscurity as the room plunges deeper into night, obscuring expression. Only the faintest outline remains, a ghost of a presence in the encroaching darkness. The living room fades. Darkness creeps in. Shadows deepen. Complete blackness consumes the scene. The bedroom is shrouded in darkness, moonlight painting a silver path across the floor. Shadows dance, whispering secrets in the stillness of the night. A faint, ethereal glow emanates from the window, a silent promise. The room breathes with a quiet anticipation, secrets veiled in the darkness. The bedroom is serene, a sanctuary of calm. Sunlight bathes the neatly made bed. The covers are smooth, inviting rest. Pillows are plumped, promising comfort. A peaceful scene unfolds. The bedroom is still, silent, expectant. An unseen force tugs, drawing the eye inexorably towards the bed. Shadows dance subtly, hinting at secrets untold. The air hangs heavy, thick with unspoken emotions. Each creak and groan amplifies the palpable tension. The bed awaits, an epicenter of mystery and intrigue. A thick blanket conceals a figure in the bed, motionless under its heavy cover. The bedroom is shrouded in dimness, a sliver of light barely piercing through the curtain's heavy guard. Silence fills the room, amplifying the stillness of the figure beneath the blanket. The air hangs heavy with unspoken secrets and unseen dreams in the dimly lit space. In the dimly lit bedroom, a figure lies still, their form softened by shadows. The room is silent, save for the gentle rhythm of breathing, a testament to deep slumber. Each breath is slow and measured, a peaceful cadence filling the quiet space. The world outside fades as sleep envelops them, drawing them further into its embrace. Soft light spills across the room from a bedside lamp. A nightstand stands sentinel beside the bed. A framed picture rests on the nightstand, a silent observer. The room breathes with a quiet, intimate stillness. Stillness blankets the room. Only the soft rhythm of breathing breaks the silence. A quiet, intimate moment unfolds in the hushed bedroom. Each breath echoes in the otherwise undisturbed space. The air hangs heavy with unspoken thoughts and dreams. Peaceful tranquility fills every corner of the room. In the dim bedroom, a figure lies still in bed, their face serene, lost in the depths of peaceful slumber. Their smooth features are untouched by worry, reflecting a rare and profound sense of tranquility. Each breath is measured, and even a gentle rhythm marking the passage of time in this quiet sanctuary. A palpable sense of relaxation emanates from the figure, filling the room with an aura of calm. They appear utterly at peace, as if all the world's troubles have faded into distant echoes. The bedroom scene replays, an echo in the quiet. Each loop brings subtle shifts, barely perceptible. A figure adjusts, seeking solace within the bed's confines. The search for comfort continues, a silent, repeated plea. The figure is cocooned in a blanket, seeking refuge from the world outside. Warmth envelops, providing a sense of safety and comfort. Each thread of the blanket weaves a shield against the chill. A sanctuary is found within the soft folds, a personal retreat. The world fades away as the blanket pulls tighter, creating a haven. In the stillness, a quiet moment of peace unfolds under the blanket. Soft moonlight spills into the silent bedroom, casting a gentle glow upon a peaceful face resting against the pillow. Shadows dance softly, emphasizing the serene stillness of the sleeping figure. The room is quiet, save for the soft rhythm of breathing, a haven of tranquility. Moonlight paints the scene with ethereal beauty, highlighting the delicate curve of a cheek, a moment of quiet respite, where dreams weave their silent tales under the watchful moon. The face is calm, untouched by the worries of the day, lost in the embrace of sleep. In the quiet bedroom, a figure lies still, their chest rising and falling with each measured breath. Each inhale is deep, a silent symphony of relaxation filling the room. The air hangs heavy with the promise of peace. A sense of calm pervades every corner. The figure seems to melt deeper into the soft embrace of the bed. The rhythmic breathing is a soothing lullaby, a gentle rhythm. A quiet bedroom, a sanctuary of solace, shields its occupant from the world's relentless clamor. Soft light filters through the curtains, casting long shadows that dance gently across the floor. The air is still heavy with unspoken thoughts and dreams, quietly taking flight. A haven of peace, the room cradles its inhabitant in a silent embrace. Time seems to slow, each moment suspended in the quietude of this private world. The bedroom is still, the air thick with unspoken dreams. A figure rests in the soft glow of morning light. The camera focuses on the figure's peaceful face. A serene expression graces their features, a mask of tranquility. The face is still, lost in a world only they can see. A beatific calm settles over them, undisturbed by the world. The bedroom slowly dissolves into a soft haze. Edges of reality begin to blur. The scene fades, its details softening. Colors gently bleed into one another. Shapes lose their sharp definition. The world transforms into a dreamlike state. Moonlight fades and shadows deepen in the bedroom. A sense of mystery fills the room as darkness envelops. The room transforms into a canvas of near darkness. Silence descends, amplifying the obscurity. The dim light casts long, eerie shadows on the wall. In the dim bedroom, a figure lies still, their chest rising and falling with diminishing strength. The rhythm of their breathing softens, each inhale and exhale becoming a shallow whisper. A quiet stillness settles over the room as their breath evens out, a delicate balance found. The figure appears peaceful, their face serene as they rest in the tranquil quiet of the bedroom. The bedroom is cast in a silent pre-dawn gloom, a sanctuary of stillness awaiting the sun's first light. Shadows cling to the corners, deepening the sense of quiet anticipation. An undisturbed peace fills the air. The world outside remains hushed, holding its breath before the day begins. Darkness envelops the bedroom, shadows dancing across the walls, obscuring details in the dim light. The camera focuses on a figure, their features softening into the night. Secrets hidden in the gloom, barely visible now, the face whispers untold stories. Etched in the subtle lines of worry and weariness, a sense of vulnerability lingers as the camera studies the almost invisible form, alone with its thought. The quiet darkness amplifies the unspoken emotions, leaving the audience to ponder the figure's silent narrative. The bedroom fades into the abyss. Darkness engulfs the frame. A stark, impenetrable blackness. Silence descends with the fading light. The world recedes into shadow. Nothing remains but the void. Dawn breaks, painting the sky with hues of hope as the house stands in stark silhouette against the awakening world. The first rays of sunlight kiss the rooftop, chasing away the shadows of night. Windows reflect the growing light, like eyes slowly opening to a new day. A gentle breeze stirs through the trees, carrying whispers of the morning. Birds begin their dawn chorus, their melodies weaving through the tranquil air. The house, bathed in the soft glow of dawn, exudes an aura of quiet anticipation. The kitchen awakens, soft morning light painting the walls in gentle hues. Sunlight streams through the window, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air. A serene stillness fills the room, broken only by the promise of a new day. Shadows stretch and yawn, retreating from the encroaching light. The dawn chorus filters in, a symphony of birdsong greeting the sunrise. A sense of peace pervades, a quiet invitation to begin anew. In the quiet kitchen, a loaf of bread sits on the counter, its once fresh aroma now fading into a stale shadow. The kitchen is still, with the stale bread as a silent testament to time passing. The ordinary loaf symbolizes a subtle shift, hinting at forgotten moments and the quiet passage of days. The bread's staleness whispers stories of unspoken routines and the gentle neglect of daily life. The loaf sits, a simple reminder of overlooked details in the everyday. The kitchen is filled with silence, the stale bread a metaphor for time's relentless march. The living room awakens as dawn breaks, painting the walls with a soft, golden light. Sunlight streams through the window, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air. Shadows recede, revealing the room's quiet stillness. The rising sun casts long, gentle rays across the furniture. A sense of peace settles as the room is bathed in the warm morning glow. The day begins, filled with the promise of a fresh start. The living room is still, the air heavy with unspoken words. A blanket lies carelessly draped over the couch, a silent testament to recent events. The room seems to hold its breath, waiting for a resolution that may never come. Sunlight streams in, illuminating the stillness and amplifying the sense of emptiness. Dawn breaks, painting the bedroom in a wash of golden sunlight, chasing away the shadows of the night. The room awakens, dust motes dancing in the sunbeams, each particle illuminated in the tranquil morning light. A gentle warmth pervades, promising a day filled with possibilities and new beginnings. Shadows retreat, revealing the quiet stillness of the room, undisturbed and serene. The sunlight streams through the window, casting a warm glow on the walls and furniture. A peaceful scene unfolds, bathed in the soft, ethereal light of the rising sun. An empty bed sits neatly made, its silence echoing in the room. Sunlight streams through the window, highlighting the stillness. The blankets are pulled tight, untouched and pristine. Dust motes dance in the air, undisturbed by movement. A sense of absence permeates the quiet bedroom. The room waits, holding its breath in anticipation. Bathed in the warm sunlight, the house stands as a proud beacon of comfort and serenity. Its windows gleam, reflecting the promise of happy memories within. The vibrant garden surrounding the house adds to its inviting charm. A gentle breeze rustles through the trees, whispering tales of peace. The house radiates a palpable sense of safety and belonging. Sunlight floods the living room, painting the scene with warmth. Dust motes dance in the sunbeams, each a tiny spark in the golden light. The air is still, save for the gentle swirling of dust. Shadows stretch and shift as the sun climbs higher. The room is bathed in a peaceful, ethereal glow. A quiet morning unfolds in the sun-drenched space. Sunlight streams into the silent kitchen, dust motes dancing in the air like forgotten memories. The lingering scent of bread evokes a ghost of warmth from the night before. Empty countertops gleam, reflecting the quiet solitude of the morning. A half-empty cup of coffee sits forlornly on the table, a silent testament to a vanished presence. The kitchen breathes, a space suspended between the echoes of yesterday and the promise of today. Sunlight streams into the silent bedroom, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air. The unmade bed hints at a hasty departure, the sheets still holding the imprint of a restless night. A half-finished book lies open on the nightstand, its pages whispering untold stories. An empty chair sits patiently by the window, awaiting its occupant's return. The quiet room holds its breath, anticipating the footsteps that will break the stillness. As the sun dips below the horizon, the house is cast in silhouette against the fiery sky, a beacon of warmth in the approaching dusk. The sky is ablaze with vibrant hues, painting a breathtaking backdrop to the tranquil scene. The house stands in quiet anticipation, promising safety and comfort as night descends. The gentle glow from within hints at life and laughter, a stark contrast to the darkening world outside. Dusk settles, wrapping the house in a serene embrace, a peaceful sanctuary under the watchful stars. The living room is cast in a muted glow, the silence amplifying the night's solitude. A couch sits expectantly, its cushions soft, beckoning, a silent invitation to rest. Neatly folded, a blanket lies in wait, promising warmth against the encroaching chill. The room waits, a comforting haven against the darkness, promising solace. The kitchen is filled with a comforting scent of freshly baked bread, promising warmth and solace on a cold night. A golden brown loaf sits on the counter, its warmth slowly fading into the quiet stillness of the room. The cooling bread, a silent testament to time passing, evokes a sense of longing and anticipation. The gentle aroma now mingles with the night air, creating a blend of comfort and melancholy. Shadows lengthen across the countertop, emphasizing the solitude of the scene. The cooling loaf remains, a symbol of home and hearth in the quiet kitchen. A sliver of light escapes from under the closed door, painting the dark hallway with elongated shadows. Silence hangs heavy, amplifying the mystery behind the closed door and the stories it conceals. The dim light flickers, casting dancing shadows that hint at unseen movements within. Each shadow seems to whisper secrets, deepening the intrigue in the dimly lit corridor. An unspoken tension fills the air, as if the very walls are holding their breath, waiting.